Wants to go up top on first down. Moving out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. Still on his feet at the 45. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. And why waste any time? Get right to it, the offense, with a big play right out of the gate.
And sending a clear message, Reese, they are going to take shots. They've got playmakers. They've got dudes that can get downfield and locate the football. I love the attitude right out of the gate.
Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Callaway. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. They just keep firing. Caught over the middle. It's Callaway. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Smarty.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. From the shotgun, they'll run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Hauls it in. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, at this point on offense, it's all about finding completions and finding your rhythm. They get a few yards there with the slant.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Complete on third down. Turning it on. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after you caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. And you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football. Not good.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires on the move. And it's picked off at the goal line. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
They'll leave it with him. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From his end zone, he'll go up top. It's complete to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Direct snap. Creates a little space. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31. And the Wildcats moving quickly to the line. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Working on the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wildcats!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the back. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Dumps it off in the flats. And midfield, he's got room. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Michigan State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Going right to work up top. Throws to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Timeout, Michigan State.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw again. Back open in the middle. Oh, there might have been trouble if they hadn't knocked him down so quickly. Kentucky going quickly. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. To the air on second down. Sets up the screen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. They'll try to run for it. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So we'll see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him fear the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Callaway. Finds a seam. Running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Spartans.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Georgia State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no short thing right now. They are up by 7 over Temple. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you.
Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. How about this Spartan defensive front making plays like the legendary Bubba Smith?
And if you're going to have a great defense in East Lansing, it's going to be up front. It's going to be those big boys dominating like Bubba Smith, like Jarrell Worthy, really eating up those blockers up front, making plays, stopping the physical ground game.
Throwing on the run. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
They get to him as he throws. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Here's the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. hoping to play some good ball. They'll go with a direct snap. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out. Breaks into the open. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Looking to throw on first down. He makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cowell. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Spartans are facing 3rd and inches. Looking to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's McCarthy. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
The Spartans have this offense rolling. Looking for a crease. It's McCarthy. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. The run from the shotgun. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Kentucky right back to the line. Going to sling it on second down. Plucks it out of the air. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Power football with the run. Got enough for the first down. Smashes ahead. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback keeper. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Offense lining up quickly. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the back. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away. It's a big-time play.
Quarterback keeps it. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. First and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. From the gun. Backs looking for the goal line. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Now on 2nd and goal. DB's right up on the receivers. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Swings it out to his running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. You saw a great example of it with that running back.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Kentucky! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll try the left side. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Kentucky.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
2 And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. The official says no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. And he's going to try to return this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Georgia State is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by just 4 to Temple. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Murphy. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. On fourth down, going to the air. Fires to the right. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Now from inside the red zone. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28.
Michigan State, 31.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Michigan State has the here comes the offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. To the air on first down. Firing to the right, complete. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Spartans have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll run it from the gun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his back in the middle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
The Spartans have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
And the Spartans lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Spartans are moving quickly down the field. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Base 27, jump.
Tight end now in motion. They go to the ground. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Spartans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
The Spartans getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just couldn't quite stay in bounds while making that grab. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Takes a hit as he fires. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own 1. The toss to the right. There he goes. Picks up the 1st down. Inside the 50. At the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Kentucky! They take the lead with the 6.
That's the kind of play that might happen only one time in your life if you're lucky. It's like a hole-in-one in golf. Pollock, a 99-yard touchdown run.
When you get almost 100 yards on the day, you're happy. But when you get it on 1 carry, it's even better. They give it to him. Once he gets past that 2nd level, no one catches him all the way to the house, 99 yards.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Sparty!
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see 1 return for a touchdown. That's now his 2nd of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Georgia State is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by just 4 to Temple. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds a spot in the middle.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. Runs through the tackle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. Finds a tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quickly to the tight end. And as they get into the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
The Wildcats look to keep this drive humming. Might as well give it to him again. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
He'll throw on third down. Now improvising. Looking for the score. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket, the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback may change this route. They'll go back to the air on second down. With the catch, it's Davenport. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Third down coming up.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Oh, look out on the right. He's at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Michigan State. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Finds a man in the middle. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Kentucky going quickly.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets the give.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Pressure coming. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got rid of it just in time. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
And now my mindset has to completely change. Listen, we needed points. That's over. Like, plenty of time left, over 3 minutes on the clock. I got to get me a stop, and I got to get that football back so my offense can score some points.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They're going to test the right side with this one. Pass to sticks and still on his feet. At the 45, on his way. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
And the Spartans come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
In the red area, it's McCarthy. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving.
Ready.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. Let's take a look at the highlights. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the Little Apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Buffalo. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll start this drive from the 42. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his man open. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
The offense comes out for what almost certainly will be its final drive late in the 4th quarter. Makes the catch. It's Conrad. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. Kentucky right back to the line. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. To the sidelines, and he tiptoes his way to a first down before going out of bounds. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Skips away from pressure. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quick strike complete. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a...
It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the 2-point conversion. Just over 20 seconds to play. They must recover this onside kick to have a chance. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming and you put those...